Hello, everybody. This is me again, Astrid, in a different setup. And this time, because I'm in San Francisco, California, for 2 months, so that's why this is not my normal London background. But I have a reading. Last time I've done a reading with prediction that Trump will become a president, and was very popular, and lots of people like it. So I actually made like a whole playlist that will be from now on dedicated for my predictions for various world interesting events on the news. So if that's something you think you would like to follow, please hit the subscribe button that's somewhere around. Also, if you would like to get a personal reading just for you, I do Skype sessions. I also do email readings. So have a look in the description below where you can find link to my website where you can buy the reading, or also to my Patreon website in case you would like to become a patron of my channel. So this is the deck I'm going to use. It's called the Golden Universal. It's one of my favorites. I haven't pulled the cards yet, so I don't know necessarily what will come out. I kind of like to keep it in a moment, so it will be a surprise for me as well. I will show you all the cards that I'm going to pull. I'm going to explain what they mean. So, the first question, I guess, will be how will Donald Trump, settle down in the Oval Office? How is it going to be? What was going to happen? Like in I would say, the first few weeks. Okay. Okay, so I'm having cards that are showing me I have a Nine of Wands, so those cards are telling me he will be definitely very dedicated and very active. This card usually suggesting somebody who is fiery personality, can be quite tunnel visioned, quite active. So I kind of think that definitely that does describe Donald Trump personality quite well. But it's true, like I have other cards, Seven of Pentacles and Seven of Wands. Both of those cards usually are presenting some sort of obstacles. Seven of Wands, as you can see, usually is a obstacle that's suggesting that this fiery person will face. I'm kind of sensing psychically that is not necessarily something that can make it in a in the mainstream media. It's not necessarily something I'm kind of pointing. I'm seeing that they would necessarily like show on the medias, but I'm sensing there will be definitely some sort of a clash between Donald Trump's personality and the way how the situation is there. He will possibly have to be quite fiery and quite strongly push certain decisions he would like to make. And with Seven of Pentacles, I can see that it will be kind of like a mixed success. I'm kind of seeing that he will be pushing his decisions and his ideas in the first weeks. And this card is telling me that some of them he will be able to literally power through the resistance, and some of them he will just have to drop. So in that sense, like kind of a mixed success. But psychically, I'm sensing that his settling down in the office is going to be quite fast. I'm not sensing that he will kind of got used to it for a long period of time. It kind of feel like it's just going to happen, and he will be like fully on and functioning within surprisingly short amount of time. So even though he doesn't have experience, I think he will actually get settled down quite quickly. So let me have a look at, let's say, what will be his policy about international politics. What is it that he will do in the first couple of months? He made loads of he said loads of things about foreign policy and stuff like that. So that's quite interesting topic. How is it going to be a stand? What he's going to do? Okay. That's interesting. I have two cards that are suggesting a transformation. So I have the Death card or transformation, and I have a Four of Wands. So those cards are telling me that Donald Trump will possibly end, or kind of like half end, a Death card suggesting either long pending conflict or long pending problems, something that was kind of a negative, maybe relationships, maybe with Russia was negative, something that was a problem. and actually for a longer time. And he seems to be coming in the situation and not like closing it completely, because Four of Wands is not closing the situation completely, but kind of achieving some sort of like in the middle, in between success, like kind of like half done, half closed situation, which I see very positive, because this guy is telling me that it was kind of like ongoing conflict, that wasn't a problem, that wasn't kind of going anywhere, and he kind of is achieving something within that. So that actually feels, frankly, fairly positive. He also made loads of claims about new jobs and, work and employment situation. So let me have a look and how he's going to approach that in the beginning of the problem. In the beginning, okay. So when it comes to jobs, I have two cards: Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and the Hermit card. So those cards are telling me he will definitely make some changes and will support independent trade, because Nine of Cups is about reaching and finding your happiness on your own. Hermit is also kind of being on your own. So but those cards, the Hermit, and especially when it's with a Nine of Cups, is telling me that it will be possibly maybe some tax relief for people who are kind of like small independent traders or people who are on their own. So it seems like there will be definitely there will be definitely like emphasis on people their own responsibility, because that's what those cards are quite strongly about. But I'm also sensing psychically that he will make some changes about employment and work fairly quickly after he's in office. I'm sensing that he was actually not lying and will be one of the first steps of things he's going to do. Again, I'm kind of sensing that him sorting the jobs situation that he was promising a lot, it's going to be surprisingly quickly, or surprisingly one of the first things he's going to do. So that seems, again, surprisingly positive. Okay, another thing is obviously how he is going to sort out things like medical care, Obamacare, what he's going to do with that. Okay. Oh, okay, so this is very interesting. I have Two of Swords and I have a Tower. So the tower, as you can see, is kind of breaking down, falling down. But I also have a Two of Swords. So Two of Swords is about making decisions. So it seems like in the first couple of months, he's not, in the beginning of his presidency, he's not going to make a final decision, let's say, if to maybe take down Obamacare or what to do about the medical care. But it seems like he will be standing in front of decision to make, to change the situation completely. Maybe like this card is about like basically crushing down or completely changing Obamacare. So he seems like he's standing in front of the decision to do that. But this card is suggesting that this person can kind of wait with the final decision for quite some time. So I'm not really seeing that as being decided at the beginning of the presidency, but I guess it will have to come sooner or later. And another card is how in general he will do the first couple of months of being a president. Okay, so again, feels surprisingly positive. I have Eight of Pentacles. As you can see, he will be very busy. He will be actually hardworking. So it seems like he will definitely put a lot of energy in his presidency. He's not definitely going to just being lazily laying around. This card suggesting loads of work being done, loads of stuff being accomplished. I also have the Magician suggesting he will definitely take action. He will be active president. Another card pointing that he will be very active, taking action, proactive. When I was doing readings about Trump, these active cards like Magicians or Knight of Wands are always coming as somebody who's very fiery and somebody always like taking action. Also got Ace of Swords, such as they mean that he will actually be coming with a lot of new ideas. He will be cutting the Gordic knots and actually resolving situations. So he will definitely not run away from conflict or run away from challenges and problems, but will actually try to face them and sort them out. So that was what I had as a reading for the Trump beginning of his presidency or the first month. Let me know how you like my reading, and if you have any ideas for another readings or events you would like me to do the readings about, please let me know in the comment section below. So that was my reading for Donald Trump presidency. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to see you soon.